Putting dick in your wife.
Keep me passing over the floating, got colder than Nova Scotia. I'm rolling my motion, making your whole let me motor. I'm a pimp type nigga with mouthpiece. Bitches tell me I'm a maid nigga, like a house key. She remove her clothes and on the floor is where her blouse be. Most of my bitches can't do a fucking thing without me. Believe it. Back in exquisite, don't believe it, smacking my bitches. I just cut them off and put other ratchets back in position. I'm a mathematician, subtracting and adding my digits. I need accuracy, so don't you be distracting my bitches. I'm a Mac with the accolades to prove it. I tell all my bitches on a Saturday to move it. And I done seen them all from the south of Kakalaki, Mississippi, Arkansas, and back to Tallahassee. I'm groovier than most players. The slow stroker, the throat slayer. Probably somewhere up in your home player. And I keep a switchblade for niggas who get serious. Cause if I break the nail on your ass, I'm up and furious. If niggas slacking on they mackin' and I'm packing when they lacking, then this hoe will be contacting me for casual relax. Seducing a hoe is something that I'm usually fuck, but I'm eating charcuterie.
They're putting juice in my throat.
Just pimp on. Baby, if you pimp on, you can pimp strong and never to pimp long. And a nigga like me can take you far, baby. Far. Give me Casanova. Show you right, baby. Show you right.
That's my little jam right there.
I was about to say, who is that?
His name is Akeem Ali.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
He's from Alabama, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice little old school vibe.
Right. You can tell he's from the South somewhere. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Be Safe podcast. I am your host, B Cooks, and I am joined today by a young lady that is not only an entrepreneur, you know,
yes.
a motivator, educator, and all-around businesswoman. She is the owner of House of Styles Boutique. I'd like to welcome Miss Lashivers Tanksley. How are you?
Hello. How y'all doing out there? What's going on?
I'm good. Well, at least I know I'm good. I'm doing great. You know, how have you been?
I've been doing all right. Just glad it's Christmas break and ready to enjoy with family and get all those presents that I'm not expecting to get. See who gonna pass me something.
Right. You know.
But yeah.
How's the family?
Everybody's good. Everybody good.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Because I know, you know, we're getting to the end of 2020, and you know, 2020 has probably been one of the worst years in American history. If we're really being honest,
It has been.
You know. So, what have you done to, I guess, get through?
Well, I've really just been focused on just my business, really. You know, like you said, educator. I teach school too, so that's been kind of up and down. One minute we're in school, the next minute they're shutting it down. So I just take that time and just focus on business pretty much.
Right.
As much as I can.
Awesome. Before we get to the business, I do want to, have a chance to get to know you a little bit. Now I know I've spent a little time in Augusta, throughout my adolescence and whatnot. But are you also like born and raised Augusta?
Yes, born and raised in Augusta, Georgia. Yep. I graduated from Westside High School.
Okay, Westside Patriots.
Right.
Big shout out to Westside.
So sad. We always overlook. They always overlook us.
But I heard you were a pretty decent athlete when you were there too, though.
Yeah, I was okay. My favorite and I say the sport that I played the best at was softball. That was my thing. And I played basketball like in my off season to condition. And every year I would go down that wrong, when you switch during halftime, you switch, and I will always be the one to take the ball down to the wrong court after we switch, and I'm like, why do I do that? But I was always known for doing that in basketball, but softball.
I heard you was like all state or something like that.
Yeah, softball. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So awesome. Shout out to the Patriots. So after high school, I understand you went to Bethune-Cookman, right? Mm-hmm. Is that where you spent your whole college career?
Spent my whole college time in Daytona Beach, Florida. Yep.
How was that for you?
I loved it. I mean, it's nothing like a HBCU. I didn't
For
go
sure.
to like just the regular typical college. I went to a historically black college. So, that's always
for sure.
different.
We got to shout out to the HBCUs.
Yes.
That's awesome. So, did you like join a sorority or anything like that?
I am in AKA, but I did not join when I was in college. I actually did grad chapter.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No,
Shout out to all my sorors.
Grad chapter.
All my sorors.
Right?
We're going to shout out to all my ice cold brothers out there as well. You know what I mean? Glad to keep it in the family.
Right.
You know? That's awesome. But so you went to college. That was a great experience. Became a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Yeah.
So what was next? Like, I understand you ended up at some point getting your master's degree, right?
I did, yeah. I got my master's degree right after high school because, you know, your parents back then kind of forced you to go ahead and get something else. So I went ahead and did that right after college. So it wasn't that hard. It was about 2 years. And again, listening to my parents, I thought I wanted to be a principal. So I have my master's in educational leadership.
Okay. What was your bachelor's in?
In elementary education.
Okay. So in your mind, at first, you thought being an educator
That whole career field and choice was definitely not mine. I wanted to do broadcast journalism. That was my thing. I saw myself on 106 in Park. That's what I thought I was going to be
You going to replace Free?
Right. That's what I thought I was going to be doing. But my daddy was like, you need to do something where you're going to get some retirement. So I switched over.
Understood. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
So, you know, I know you have the boutique, right? You've been open for several years, but at what point, I understand like fashion was part of your whole life, right? I understand it's almost like a generational thing.
Yeah.
So like, tell me about that.
Just growing up, well, first of all, one of my grandmothers, she was a first lady, so being fly, that was like her thing. All the time, she used to take us to a lot of boutiques and stuff like that. But just shopping, that was just like a way of us women to like get together and kind of just, you know, talk. And, you know, during holiday time, we'll be shopping the whole entire time while the men at the house and stuff.
Go get there right when the mall open. Come
all
back.
shop till you drop.
It be done ate out while y'all was there. I already know. I used to have to be the little kid that get drunk around.
Right.
And I'm over here wondering like, hey, when we leaving?
Right. I'm hungry.
Right. So hold on, we're gonna hit one more store.
Right.
So who was the flyest though? Was it mom, grandmother?
Ooh, I would have to say grandma, just because my grandma wore heels like up into her 90s. Like, yes,
wow.
Those high 6-inch heels that I could barely even put on now in my 30s. She was still rocking them in her 90s to church. So I would say definitely her. Yeah.
That's what's up. What's up. So, did you always did you always consider yourself pretty fashionable? You know what I mean?
I never consider myself as like a fashion icon or fashion forward and stuff. Like, I don't look at it like that, but I was always told like everything
like
that
you put
wear,
things
like
together.
You can put anything on. People tell me I could wear a paper bag and like people
to make it fly, right? That's what's up.
Right. So I don't know. I guess people just saw what I didn't see. So.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. I've always had a love for clothes too, even when I couldn't afford any.
Right,
you know what I mean? I'd figure out a way to make something happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm one of those people that goes to the mall and probably walks in every store.
Really?
Just to see. You know what I mean?
What's in there. And see, when I walk in, it takes me like 2 seconds to scan through and just be like, oh, I'm straight, or oh yeah, I see something. And my mom always says, like, how do you do that? How can you just, without even going through every piece of clothing?
Yeah, like you can kind of pick up on what to expect after a few items.
Right,
you know what I mean? So I definitely understand that there, because I might go in every store. I ain't say I stayed long.
Right. Yeah, so.
But yeah, I definitely want to congratulate you, on not only starting the business, getting your bachelor's, master's, all of that.
Yeah.
Those are some great accomplishments. So I definitely want to applaud you, on your accomplishments thus far. Because one thing I always say is that we got to give people their flowers while they're here.
Yeah.
Because we can't feel that shit when we gone.
Exactly.
It don't mean a hill of beans if you ain't here.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I do want to applaud you for all your hard work. So did you get your master's while still being in Florida?
Yeah. I was living in Orlando at the time. I did not want to come back to Augusta. Augusta was not like my first option during that time after college, because Augusta's considered small. So I was like, oh, I'm moving to a big city. If I could get to Miami, I could, but of course my parents were like, you don't need to go to Miami. So I went to Orlando. It was like the closest next biggest city.
There's
And
nothing
I
wrong
had
with
a
that.
good time there. That's where I kind of like really started my whole business thing while I was there. And I'm glad I was able to experience, a different state or a different area, a different group of people.
So at what point during your journey from, leaving Bethune, transitioning to Orlando, did House of Style Boutique become like the idea that you wanted to,
I think because like I had an epiphany one day, like one of my friends asked me to come with her to go shopping for her birthday outfit. And I took her to this little boutique and like I did like her whole outfit all day and she was like, "Girl, you just really missed your calling. Like this is what you should be doing." And then that's when I just was like, "You know what? This is what I should be doing." It just comes natural. So that's when I started, but I started out doing I had a lot of friends that had hair salons. So I would just pop up like on Saturdays and do like a pop-up shop in their hair salon. And then
Okay.
I started doing like private parties.
Oh,
and
so
stuff
you was
like
really
that.
trapping. Like you
Yeah,
was really
I was
like
really like in the trunk of my car,
Right.
everything in the trunk. And if you know me, I'm not organized. So everybody out there who knows who I am, like shit was everywhere. But yeah, that's how I really started, like from the bottom. And social media was just really kind of starting.
right. Because you said 2012, right? Was when you pretty
when
much
I
jumped off the
really-
porch and
yep.
Made it happen.
Exactly.
And yeah, that was the very beginning. Like
The very beginning. And I can even look back now, like some of the stuff like I was, posting back then. Of course, to how it is now is, a lot different. But people who out there now, they just pretty much post something and go from there. But I had to like go from the bottom.
there's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
Like
that's
type of
the
thing.
that's the grind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at what point, of course you got to build up a clientele, you know what I mean? You're doing I'm assuming some good numbers to be able to open a storefront.
Yeah, well, when I first moved back here, now that was one thing I did say. I did say I wanted to open a store in Augusta because I knew, I know Augusta's not a lot of places to shop. It's hard to kind of get cute things without going to Atlanta or,
Right.
North Carolina, something like that. So I knew I wanted to come back here, and so that's pretty much what I did. I came back to Augusta. I put my boutique in my parents' like attic area, and I started having people come and just word of mouth. People was telling people, and then it got to a point where it was like too many people were coming. I'm like, I'm still at my parents' house. Like I need to find a location. So this girl hit me up. She didn't want to do the boutique thing anymore, and actually, I think she does like fitness workout type clothes now. But she wanted to like be done with her lease, and I took her lease over, and I just stayed there, and we'll be there 6 years coming up this year.
Man, congratulations on that.
Thank
I mean,
you, thank
6
you.
I mean, cuz really you're in all what we're pushing almost 8 years, right?
Yep, pretty much.
What was the toughest part? I mean, along this journey, I'm sure it's not always peaches and cream.
Oh, heck no, it's never peaches and cream. I don't think in any type of business you go into there, it's never going to be any, peaches and cream in it. But I would say the hardest for me would be like accounting and paperwork. That's the hardest part.
I'm sure, like all the admin.
Yes, all that stuff that you don't like to do. I don't like to do that. I am like the buyer in the business. I think that's where my
You
gift
like to be hands on with the
Right,
product
right.
and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't care for all the other, because people even ask me why you don't want to be a stylist. Well, that's not really my gift. That's not really what I do. Like I can show you on me how to put something together. I can suggest something, but that's not my passion. Like I get pissed off when people be like, I don't really like this, and I'm like, I don't spend all this time trying to find you something, and now you don't like it. Like that's my mentality with the whole styling thing. So I consider myself a buyer.
Okay, there's
the
nothing wrong with that.
business, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I worked in women's retail for like 3.5 years. Yeah.
Okay, where'd you work?
I managed Buckle.
Oh yeah, I like Buckle.
Yeah.
like
So I definitely understand what you mean by the whole like styling. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
having to dress women head to toe, and and I'm a straight guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like at first they ain't even believe me. I knew what I was doing. I was like, man,
sure.
I'm not in charge for no reason.
Right.
And then I had to show them, and then they start opening up and stuff like that. But it was cool.
Yeah.
I actually can dress better after dressing women.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, what part? Like, what?
I
were
mean,
good?
because a lot of times, especially like when you're dealing with styles like boho,
Oh yeah.
you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like stuff like
yeah,
that
yeah.
really don't match.
That's
Like
right.
at
And
all.
boho's like flowy. It's
Right.
more.
And you got to
yeah.
layer it and,
Uh-huh.
you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like, that's where I realized, okay, we can take this to another level. Like, when
Yeah.
I understood truly how to, like, layer merch and stuff like that. So, you know.
Yep. Yep.
And I can pick out a girl some clothes that she'll actually like.
Okay.
And fit. You know? Like, I don't need her there.
Right, that's hard because I get a lot of guys that come in my shop and they'll just hand me a picture and be like, this her size right here. I'm like, I can't do nothing with it. Like,
It's like we don't know if this picture's photoshopped.
Right,
We don't know how far
right.
is she standing from the
And they
camera.
be like, well, she say she was 12. Then of course when they come back in the store, they don't even be nowhere near the size. Like,
Of course,
oh gosh.
of course.
So
You know, they 4 sizes too big.
right.
You know, something crazy
or
like
too
that.
Small. Well, she said she were 12. Yeah. Okay.
I hear you. I hear you.
Right.
You know, I don't want to say you wrong, but you're wrong.
Look, I tell my boyfriend I wear a 12 too.
Oh, y'all silly, man. Have you been in the same location the entire time?
I have, but right now I'm kind of like back and forth as far as overhead. If you're in like the boutique business and you have a location, that's like your biggest expense is your overhead, unless you can find somewhere that's like really cheap, and it's kind of hard because then you're
You
going
sacrificing location and
Yes.
stuff like that.
Exactly. And where I'm at, they go up like 1% like every year. So
1%. That's better than what these apartment complexes is doing.
It is. But my thing is, why do I have to go up every year? Is there ever going to be like a cap off? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I mean, and that's tough with the Augusta growing and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
My location is, I like it, I love it, but like I said, it's expensive. So that's where like the bulk of, now those people who are online, I'm sure their money is a little bit different because they don't have overhead and all that other stuff. So
yeah, but they also don't have necessarily like walk up or appointment business.
that's true too.
You know
That's
what I
true,
mean?
too. Yeah. So
Sorry.
it's got its pros and cons.
Yeah, I can understand that. But I mean, I'm sure you ain't going nowhere though.
No. No time soon. I'm not going anywhere.
Period.
Hopefully I can. Who is that? JT?
Yeah. No, Young Miami. I think I like the way she say it a little
I
better.
know, right? I like them actually. I don't know. I don't see nothing wrong with City Girls. I like City Girls.
You
Some
know.
of their messages a little, but I like them better than Megan Thee Stallion.
True, I don't got no respect for her.
I know. Isn't that crazy? Like,
Cause ain't no way you telling me you got shot, dog. I'm
You don't
sorry.
think so?
No,
Why?
I'm prior service military. You know, I done been off the porch before.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I carry a weapon.
Okay.
This, that, and the third. You know, I have friends and battle buddies who have been shot.
Okay.
And I'm telling you right now, they not on Instagram 2 weeks later with a lace front on, they even tan, $500,000 worth of jewelry,
Right.
and some crocodile tears, talking about I was
Okay.
shot. And then a week after that, you in the club?
Okay.
Like,
See,
come
I've
on,
never
man.
been shot,
No.
so I don't know like what the whole process.
She
was
claimed
it a
trauma.
graze or
Man, look, everything she showed looks like exactly what the doctor said. You got hit with some glass.
oh.
There's no bullet hole.
Oh, okay. Well, then that changes the
And
game.
then let's look at it like this. If I shot you and you know I shot you, do I have time to put out an album
No.
and plead and
No.
do all this other stuff without me getting arrested and like
Right.
being in jail? Yeah, he was in jail a couple days.
Right.
But like, come on, this don't make sense.
So you think they just put that as like a publicity stunt? That
Oh
kind
yeah,
of just,
like you
okay.
can't tell me. There's people there's rappers and artists we've seen go to jail and we've never seen them do a crime.
That's true.
Okay, and this man Tory shot you, and you told the world he shot you, and he just chilling.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
That's
come
true.
on. And then everybody's like, y'all publicists ain't say nothing about
Right.
this mess y'all doing.
Yeah.
It don't add up to me.
Yeah.
Y'all make
And they
too
do
much
stuff
money.
like that in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, and then Megan been sack hopping since her career started.
Oh,
Like, let's
really?
be real. You start out with who was hot when she came out, Moneybag Yo. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Then After that fallout, you know, he's still doing his thing. You blow up too with your little song. Then you got White Boy G-Eazy kiss you in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Then right after that, quarantine, you know, Corona happens.
Right.
Quarantine radio, Tory Lane's the biggest thing in the country. Now you next to him.
Okay, so you think she like?
Man, you a sack hopper, man. She reminds me of that girl in high school that always want to be around the cool guys, but we ain't like you like that.
Oh.
That's what she reminds. That's just my personal opinion.
Sips tea to that. Okay.
You know.
And I just say that because just listening to City Girls and some of their interviews, they swear that's how people say they came up, like sack hopping and stuff like that. But they say they didn't do that.
I mean, old girl got pregnant early.
She did.
You know,
I was devastated when she was pregnant.
She got pregnant early.
She
Probably the one that truly can't rap out of the two. You know, somebody
so?
Probably writing her bar. We already know Lil Yachty wrote their biggest song.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Lil Yachty. And then now that you know that, if you listen to Lil Yachty, you can be like, oh, it just sounds like him.
Oh, okay. Well, now I'll pay attention.
Yeah.
I
But,
didn't know that.
I mean, they cool. There's a lane for them. I can't rap their lyrics.
Right.
You know, I'm not gonna be out here like,
Right.
period. Like, no, that's not happening.
Period.
I can't do it. Not a chance. Not a chance.
But you're right. It is a lane for that whole little group of people. Yeah.
Yeah, they got it. You know. Did you see that picture that came out of JT?
No.
Ooh, where they showed her like before surgery and everything.
Oh, let me see that.
Oh, I'm gonna have to see if I can find it.
That's on social media, like that was floating around.
Yeah.
I can imagine because she ain't that cute.
She's not cute at all.
She's not. I mean, I like her little style, but she's not like the cutest. But I mean, look at Cardi B. Cardi B got some surgery.
She was a little ugly too, but from one of the monsters.
Right.
You know.
One of the monsters.
Yeah, you know, look at that.
Oh, dang.
And then she got the nerve to be going off on the internet talking about her hair. That ain't what people tripping on.
They ain't concerned about your hair.
We ain't talking about your hair.
I mean, I don't know. Did she lose weight? Like what?
You know, veneers.
Oh, yeah.
Makeup, lipstick, lip gloss, foundation, lashes.
And you know what? The
eyebrows.
other day, I wanted to make a post about, like, show me your wig without the filter. Like, I don't want to see, you know what I'm saying? Don't post your wig. Don't post your wig and,
They'll never show the top.
Right. You see all this glam and glow, and it's like, boo. I done had a wig on, and it never looked like that. Stop lying
Tell
to
them
these
keep it
people
real.
out here. No.
Man, I got ate up on the internet the other day.
You did? What did you say?
I said, you know, some people don't like me on Facebook.
No, I didn't know that.
I mean, but I say stuff people think.
Like, opinionated.
Yeah, like I'm willing to say something that might make somebody mad.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I posted yesterday. Mind you, I didn't attach a ginger to this post at all.
Okay.
I said, I'm still wondering what happened to y'all eyebrows after high school.
Oh.
That's what I posted. Because I do notice that they be disappearing.
And you know what? Do you think it's a disappear, or do you think it's because they're doing that microblading?
Now, mind you, I said disappear to not sound like the dude that hates chicks. You know, that's how I get bashed. Oh, it's people like you that make women insecure and make them have to do things to their bodies.
And you know what? That's not true. Women don't have to. I'm on with the whole like you see, this is my hair. So I kind of try to keep a little bit natural. I'll do a lash strip every now and then, but at the end of the day, if something happened like quarantine women out there, and y'all, we couldn't get
we
no
got a
beauty
real one in the
products.
building.
We couldn't get no beauty products or nothing. Like, who wants to be sitting there trying to scramble up lashes and brows and stuff like that?
Man, look, and mind you, like I said it, like understanding that, okay, there are people who have that hair condition where they pull their hair out, or I totally understand that. I get it. I get it. You know what I mean? But I was just asking the question because I got a homeboy who mama does permanent makeup. I've seen people tattoo their eyebrows, all kind of stuff. I just be wanting some consistency because some of these folk be excited. Sometimes they eyebrow be way up here. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes be down here like they squinting already.
Right.
Keep it consistent.
Right.
That's all.
Just the
That's
consistent
all.
arch. Just
you know?
the basic arch. That's it.
You know, and the way technology going, I'm sure you could surgically implant some eyebrows.
Yeah, you can.
You know, Tiger got his hairline fixed, so you probably get some. Oh yeah, his shit he used to have like the
I do remember,
way back.
yeah.
Now it's all the way at the front.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Gotta
Tory Lanez was working on his, but quarantine happened.
Heck no.
And I know outside of, you know, being an educator and all of that, you are a motivator, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
so, you know, on the topic of, you know, being a natural woman or like thereof, some people love they weave and lashes, and there's nothing
And
wrong with
like,
that.
don't get me wrong, I do like weave, but at the end of the day, like you say, when you take your hair down, like you.
And then I want to know what you look like.
Right.
You wouldn't imagine this, right? Imagine if the roles were reversed, right? And men was the ones getting all this surgery, and you know, I walk in the bathroom and wipe my face off and come out looking like Eddie Monster. That ain't who you fell in love with.
Right.
Then you can't be mad at us.
You right.
Because most of the time, what you see from us is what you get.
Yeah.
We might be able to fake a height or something like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's it. That's all
Right.
y'all can fake. Because y'all really can't even fake is it the ginseng?
Yeah, the
Beijing. The Beijing, that's what it's called. That shit will get everywhere. Okay.
Ain't no sweat.
All that black, like, damn, where all that black shit came
Right. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm one of them guys like, hey, I want to know what your real face looks like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, one, you're not putting all that crap over these, 1,000 count sheets.
Right.
That's what you're not doing. And then the other thing is like, shoot, I'm going to make an educated mistake.
Right,
If you get pregnant, I want to know what my kid can look like.
The possibilities.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you can make the educated mistake because you see me. Like, I'm here. I can't wipe this off.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, they be on my ass on
But
Facebook sometimes.
But that's true. I mean, have you ever dealt with anybody that like they look one way and then the next morning like that's ever happened?
On my life journey, yes.
It has for real?
Yes,
Oh,
and
wow.
that shit is traumatizing. Yeah, like don't nobody want to deal with
that's not fair.
what ain't real.
That's not fair.
You know,
right.
let me
It's
see
not.
you in your most natural phase. I love natural beauty. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
And then, shoot, the way they lacing these fronts and wigs and stuff, you don't know what these folks got under there.
Yeah. And then as women, why do we even want to mess ourselves up like that? Because it's like long-term damage. After you wear them wigs, after a while, you lose your edges. Like, why even?
And I brought up all of this because I know you're big on self-confidence, right? I know that's something you carry with you every day.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I have a daughter, you know what I mean? And I instill confidence in her every single day.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm a firm believer in don't let somebody else's opinion determine how you feel about you.
Exactly.
You know what I
That
mean?
is
Like
so
I don't
true.
care about nobody's opinion. I love me.
Right. Yep.
Ain't nothing you could say to me that's gonna strip me of that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I think
agree.
that's what's missing a lot of times is people's own self-confidence. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I agree. And I don't even know, like, I think confidence is like an inside thing. That's just like something you have to have. And I feel like a lot of it comes from, to me, like even your parents just telling you as a child, like, you could do anything,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you got to love yourself and all time. It's just, you have to be confident in yourself. And I don't know how to teach somebody to be confident. I mean, you could tell people all day, like, to be confident, but it's just something that you have to have. And I agree with what you were saying. Like, you can't let anybody, even though people can say what they want about you, you still got to know within yourself, like,
Yeah, live
I'm
your
the baddest
truth.
bitch, regardless, or I'm, that nigga, like, regardless what other people say.
Right, and then owning your flaws, because
Oh,
the one to me, if you own them, they're not flaws. It's just who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To me, it's a flaw when you covering it up or faking it or
Right.
lying about it, something like that. That's what makes it a flaw.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I live my truth every day. You can't make a bald head joke about me and I feel some type of way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
On
Like,
your bald head.
right, like nigga, I've been bald for over a decade. Like what?
Right.
Like
right.
you think I'm gonna cry today? Like come on, I done heard it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I always try to get, especially with women. Women, I feel like feel targeted a lot, even though when they're not being spoken to. You know what I mean? Because like no different than me being attacked online yesterday about making the lash.
Go back and look.
Yeah, like you can check it
really
out.
Got on you?
Oh yeah, they went ham. They went ham.
Man.
And mind you, I didn't put a gender on the post. I didn't.
So whoever felt hit, shots were fired.
Oh, big time. I'm talking about, you would have thought the Beehive came after me. I'm talking about, my partner was like, bro, they killing you today, boy. They on your ass today.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like,
Which one was that?
it says something about lashes or eyebrows or something like that.
Okay, I'll go back and look for it.
It was crazy. I was like, these folks are really in their feelings. Like, matter of fact, I might be able to pull it up a little faster.
I was gonna say, cause which one? I gotta go through and
Cause
read.
they was on me, boy. I'm telling you. Let me see here. Okay, here is, let me see.
That's Instagram or Facebook?
This Facebook. Oh yeah, I said
okay.
I'm still wondering what happened to y'all's eyebrows after high school. And this one girl went crazy on me. I'm gonna tell you what she said.
She must don't.
She said, I don't usually comment controversial posts, but why are you always making jabs at women's appearance? Makes you come off as an insecure man.
Oh.
We're not asking why most 30-year-old men don't have hair, or why y'all got dad bods and not even being a dad yet. Or why y'all post pics showing off y'all's big ass Michael Kors watches like it's so rolly. Women deal with.
She pissed off. She
Yeah, she
read
hit.
too many posts that day. That
She
had
hit.
something to do with women.
She said, women deal with body/appearance shaming from society because of people like you. And then you feel the need to change all this stuff about her. Oh no, she feels the need to change all this stuff about herself. You'll get much further in life. This is where I was like, oh, I'm finna go ham on you. She said, you'll get much further in life if you lift women up. Not try to be funny by asking immature, shallow questions about what she should do to make herself feel good. But I didn't say any of that.
She going through something.
I didn't say any of this.
I know.
Like, she attacked me about where I'm at in my life.
So that's why I said
I'm
she
like,
read too
yo.
many posts that somebody done pissed her off, and that was the last
And to
straw.
me, in my mind, I was like, you must be one of the chicks with no eyebrows. Because there's no way you come to me with that off of my status.
Yeah, that's
like,
that's a long post that she posted.
And mind you, I didn't say anything about male or female.
Right.
But I'm sure she's like a huge feminist or something.
Right, probably.
That probably doesn't think anything. If a man says anything about a woman, he's just like off his rocker. Like, he's so disrespectful. It's like, dude, do you call every dude that approaches you attractive?
Right.
You probably don't. And we have to deal with that every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's okay.
Yeah, in a different type of way.
Yeah. But I'm not saying like. But my only thing was, I didn't attack anyone directly.
Right, you didn't.
I made a very blanket statement. But she took it and ran with it and applied it to all women in the world.
Cause she feels some type of way.
She was hit. But see, one thing my daddy always taught me, a hit dog gonna holler every single time.
So she don't have no eyebrows.
Probably not. I didn't even look that far into it.
So that's a screenshot.
Cause really, like, I was like, yo, why are you so angry? And then I know I'm a troll on Facebook. Like, I'm a troll with a face, and I think that's what pisses people off.
Okay.
Because
So
most
you'll
trolls
say
are like some
anything.
cartoon.
Right,
They're,
right.
You know what I mean? But I'm like, I've seen you in public. You know, I probably stood next to you at a bar or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm a real person, and I'm gonna say exactly what's on my mind or what I experience or what I see. You know what I'm saying? So like, and that's why, like, sitting down with you, I was so excited, right?
Right.
Because you have this boutique, and of course I'm gonna do my research.
Right,
And I'm
you
so
did,
glad when I
you
looked
did.
at your stuff, it wasn't a polyester palace.
And I'm trying
Oh,
not
and
to.
I think you know what I mean by a polyester
because
palace.
I don't know how, but like that China, they're flooding like the market right now. They
Like, I'm so sick of onesies and these fitted polyester track suits.
like on my phone.
That is not swag.
It's not. If you go to like my WhatsApp, I don't even know how these people get in my information, but they like from China wholesale.
Trying to do
And
that
that's
one
all,
piece
yeah, that's
polyester
all.
bullshit.
And so if you don't have a business license, or if you're not like in the, like how I'm like in the business cutthroat, I go to shows, I have to know
Right,
fabrics,
right. You
all
going to
that kind
trade
of-
shows, all that.
right, all that stuff. And I think people just trying to do it the easiest way out, just ordering some cheap stuff from China.
It be
and,
cheap. It do.
yeah, when it comes over here, like you said, it's polyester. They don't know what that stuff is. They stealing people's picture off of the internet.
Right, and then oh man, the ones that get me weak though is like I guess they're building it via social media, right? And they have their outfit that they bought, right? And they post a picture of themselves in it next to this doctored Bratz doll looking
Yeah.
model that has curves that don't even look real
Right.
in any
'Cause
way,
they
shape, or form.
think
Like, what person is built like this?
Girl. They think that, I think they think that that's what we want, or that's what we looking for. That's what I think. Because like you said, that's not even a real person. It's it's Photoshop.
Yeah, like, and so when I looked at your stuff, I was like, oh my God, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I
like,
try
she
to-
don't, oh my God, because I can't stand it. Oh, so I do want to ask you, right? You've been in the business a long time. You've been in Augusta 6 years. I'm sure you've driven around the city, seen other boutiques, maybe even been invited to other people's boutiques.
I have.
You know what be pissing me off the most?
What?
Is the mannequins that be at the edge of the street. You know, they be on the corner.
Outside,
Yeah, like, what is you
outside,
doing?
yeah,
Why you got
yeah.
your mannequin
And
at
I
the
know
curb?
that they're looking at it as a form of advertising.
It
and
looks
people can,
like a yard sale.
Yeah, it does. It does.
And
I
then,
mean,
like-
that's my opinion. I don't do that, but
Thank
I
God.
have them in the window.
That's where mannequins go.
In the window.
Yes. You know, maybe throughout your
Store.
location or something like
Right,
that.
right.
But not at the edge of the
Yeah.
Bobby Jones or
Yeah.
Dean's Bridge or something.
Yeah.
Oh
I don't
my
know
God.
why they do
And then I'd be
that.
like, yo, like, so every one of those fits can't be sold.
No,
like,
they
you cannot.
Not if they outside.
You
no.
you might as well take 3 models, put them on the corner like they spinning signs for Little Caesars.
And have them walking.
Yeah.
Walking and
With a-
modeling.
like
Might
this,
as
with a
well.
sign.
You right. You right.
I'd rather you do that.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, I like that too.
You know what I'm saying? But
Way
damn,
different
like,
than
don't have the
mannequins.
mannequins at the curb.
Yeah.
That shit is so tacky.
Ghetto.
Oh man, so I was so glad, like, oh my gosh, because I was looking at your stuff. I was like, okay, you can
Thank
really.
you. I try to set myself apart, and then of course, I feel like in this business you have to have a certain target market,
Mm-hmm.
a certain audience, and you got to know who you marketing to. So
Who's
like,
I guess what age demographic is most of your clientele?
I would say 25 to 45, but of course I do have some older women, but 25 to 45.
I mean, but that's a pretty broad, range to be able to accommodate for a boutique.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I think so, but at the same time, I feel like that age group, they kind of wear some of the same things. Like we have like some basics intertwined with some high end pieces. So it's like something for everybody per se. Because I even have some girls that are like high school that come in and shop with their mom. So they can find something and then the mom can find something. So
Yeah, and they get the opportunity to buy something everybody ain't got.
Right,
so,
right.
because ain't nothing worse than looking like the next motherfucker. That's that
true.
bullshit.
And that's kind of hard to do, like when you in a smaller city. So
Yeah, because, man, I'm telling you, I was like, man, I hope she don't have no mannequins at the street.
no mannequins in the street. Ours are in the window.
Thank God. Because I was going to be like, man, look, we got to get them shits out the street, dog. We got to get them things out the street. We can't have, no, we're not doing that.
Period.
We're not doing that at all.
None of that.
But that's awesome, though, that you can accommodate such a broad age range. Because some boutiques, really, they only targeting 25 to 35.
Yeah, that's true. And I think the reason they do that, because, I mean, if you look at it, the 20-year-olds, what are they still doing? They still going to the club, hanging out. Those are the people who are like...
They always,
constantly
them the ones at the
spending.
Polyester Palace.
Right. They're constantly spending. So I get where people, market towards them, but I'm more so like longevity type
Right.
of person. I want...
Because that is a, what do they call it? A trend.
Right, yeah.
You
Those
know,
are
right
like
now
more
the
trends.
tracksuit
Yeah,
trend is
yeah.
like at an all-time high.
And you know, it's always like that this time of year. Around Christmas time, it seems like those just sets are just, that's what everybody wants.
Man, I guess they trying to keep from buying a Nike tech suit or something.
I guess.
You know,
I
so
don't
I don't
know.
want to. I'm gonna just buy the, the one everybody else has. I don't want to look like.
The basic tracksuit.
Right. Oh my gosh. And you know, people are starting their little brands and whatever, and they're
Oh,
slapping
yeah,
their
a
little
lot of
names on.
people say-
I'm just. I like the fact that you got more than what's trendy. You know
Oh,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
So yeah, ladies, make sure you check her out. You know what I'm saying? She got more than this polyester palace bullshit. Like,
Yeah, we
and y'all know what
do,
I'm talking
we
about.
do.
The
And
one,
some
the,
of our
the outfit
stuff-
you wear one time
Yeah.
to the club.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With your clear heels or some shit like that.
Right. And see, most of our females who are going, we have some that go to the club, but a lot of them are, if they do go, it's because of a birthday or
Right, I was
their
invited to the club.
celebration. Yeah, they just not in there like every day of the week. So, but yeah, we also try to have pieces where you can like mix, where you can wear it to work, or if you want to switch
Right.
it up and wear it like with your, what is it, girlfriends, happy hour, and then maybe switch it up and wear it on a date. something
I
like
could
that.
definitely say, even as a man, I can say I would definitely shop if I had a young lady to shop for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
Well, thank you.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I'm telling you now, like I don't care if it wasn't fly, like I'd say it.
You would say like,
I'm like, man, I don't know if I would shop there.
right, but you got some people.
You know,
who
but
will.
I got some, they might work the night shift or something. They'll pull up on you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But so, what I love about doing this, right, is that, I end up meeting not only, more people and learning more about people, but
Right.
you start to realize, your connections and network is a lot broader than you may think. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Yeah.
you end up a little closer to people than you may have thought. Before the conversation.
Right.
Like, prior to us setting this up, I had no idea you were Melvin's sister. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
Like no
Same
idea at
thing.
all. You know what I mean? And I just think that stuff like that's awesome. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You get realize, oh man, this person's closer to me than I thought. You know what I mean?
yeah.
They're not out of reach or something of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's really dope. Now I heard you've had an aggressive side to you at one point.
I don't know about that. Like,
I don't know now.
Look,
Melvin
what
said you
part?
beat him up now.
What part? I beat him up.
Yeah, he said
said
you
that
beat him. Yup.
when?
Throwing
I
rocks at the rodeo.
What? I remember he broke my windshield one time.
Yep, that's what he was talking about,
That's
the
what he
throwing
was
rocks.
talking about. But no, I thought he broke it when he slammed the door. I can't remember. He was I remember I was at one of my friends, going to my friend's house, and I had picked him up from school because, he's younger than me, so I think he was like in elementary, middle school at that time. And I was like, I'm going over here. He got so mad. And when I left the car and came back, I had a big old slash going through my windshield because he was so mad. He didn't want to go to my friend's house. I was like, what? That's like the only thing I could kind of remember because we were so far apart in age, and I was a girl, he was a boy, so his life was different than mine.
Yeah, he told me to saved his life a couple times though.
That he saved my life?
No, you saved his life.
Oh, I have?
Just from getting in trouble. You know how it is.
Probably.
You know.
You can't remember now.
Yeah, you know what I'm
but
saying?
I probably did. I could see myself doing that, yeah. As a
Hey,
big
look, I need your
sister.
help now. Look, hey, I done
Right,
fucked up now.
right,
We can't. Hey, look, shh, don't say nothing.
I can
No
see
money,
that, yeah.
no money. But because I definitely been that for my little brothers.
Really?
Heck
Okay.
yeah, I'll take the
Take the
L.
rap, yeah.
You know what I mean? They go. I'm the bad kid anyway. You know,
Right,
I'm the
they
one
don't
always
like
in
me
trouble anyway.
So I might as well, you keep your goodness and I'll let them think I'm bad. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, so like, yeah, Melvin's my guy, man.
Yeah, because when I saw your thing and I was like, Brandon, I was like, I know him from somewhere. And then it dawned on me that they had did that video. I was like, he's the shoe guy. I remember him.
Yeah, those were the days when the shoe game was still fun.
And you can still, you know.
It's not
you
the
don't-
same no more.
Really?
It's not the same. Like the hunt's not the same.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like there was a level of like fun that came with, hey, like I might not can go to sleep tonight. We got to make sure we got bodies out here so we can try to get these shoes.
Yeah.
We might leave the club, go to Waffle House, go straight to the store.
Okay.
And it might be under 30 degrees outside. We swapping who sit in the car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We calling our buddies that work at the store across town.
Okay.
Trying to
So
plot
it was a
and
process.
yeah, and like it was a grind. Now it's like, oh, if I didn't put my fingerprint on time, it's like I don't get it, or it's not that fun no more. Or at least for me, it's not.
Right.
Right. But it's I still got a love for the shoes now. I buy stuff I really like.
Right.
Then I was buying everything.
Okay.
Like
And
everything.
you had a store. Was it a store? Or what did you?
Well, I was going through the grind, the hustle, so I was trapping out the house.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was getting the shoes however I could get them. I didn't care if I bought them off the dope boy who won one time.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Or I got them out the store, or I traded a couple pairs, to get something. And it got to a point where like the boxes started stacking up like furniture.
Okay.
Like I couldn't sit in my living room. There was so many,
right.
And I was actually in the process of getting the store, and I was living a little bit of a different lifestyle then too.
Okay,
So I had some other stuff going on, and I ended up taking an L. Took a loss, about like an $8,000 loss just before I signed the lease.
Oh, wow.
And then I was having a kid. Like I found out my daughter was on the way.
Okay.
So it was one of them like, dang, like I done took this loss, and I got a kid on the way. I got to focus on getting ready to be a dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I wouldn't have took the loss, I probably would have still opened the store, and we could have, dealt with it as we go.
Right.
But with taking the loss, it was like,
Right.
I got to figure out how to, bounce back.
Right.
So I ended up liquidating a lot of the stuff, and it is what it is. It's a learning process,
Right.
But shoot, maybe something involved in that process led me to where we at today.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You never know, yeah. But I'm sure you'll look back and find out what the reason was.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm sure it'll all play itself out.
Yeah.
So I can't complain there at all.
Okay.
But before we get out of here, right? I always want you to, tell the people where to find you, whether it be social media, where to find the store, and how to contact you.
Our store is located 104 Shardham Drive. That's off of Washington Road behind Applebee's. And social media, it's House of Style Boutique on Facebook, and then Instagram, House of Style Boutique, all underscores.
Period.
Between.
Yes, ladies, make sure you shop. Guys, make sure you shop for your ladies.
I know, and you know what? There's another thing I do, which is private shopping for women. So if
and I know that's a way to flex.
Yes, if a man want to take a chick out, or like you said, flex, because I've had to do this for my brother before.
Nothing wrong with it. Shout out, man. Good job, my brother.
Right.
Good job.
I've opened the store like at 9-10 o'clock at night, and then they pay for whatever it is that she picks out or she wants, and you have wine and you shop. So
hell yeah,
that's different. I mean, how many just shops you can pull up at VIP?
Right, and you pulling up, you purposely pulling up after 9. You know what I'm saying?
Babe,
you already setting the mood.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
It's like, yeah, I did.
Oh.
I rented out the whole store for you, baby.
right. Give you some cool points.
right. Like, yeah, I'm getting me some ass tonight.
So I do that as well. So
that's what's up. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you reach out to House of Style Boutique.
Yep.
Right off of Washington Road behind Applebee's, and get y'all something different, because that polyester pallet shit got to go.
I'm mad you gave it a whole polyester.
Yeah. I got
palette,
I got like a pet peeve with that shit, man. Spandex and polyester, I'm over it. Like, you can't tell me you can dress and that's all you got is polyester.
Absolutely.
Matching polyester outfits.
That's what I said.
Only difference is one of them got a zipper or something. Yeah, like, I'm so over that shit. But most importantly though, before we get up out of here, ladies and gentlemen, especially us ladies, we want you ladies, not us.
Right.
What am I talking about? Ugh.
Nigga, you gay.
Nah. But to all the ladies out there, make sure you walk around with as much confidence as possible.
Absolutely.
And
That's our tagline. Be stylish, be confident, be you.
absolutely. And that's what we want to make sure. So make sure you continue to be stylish, be confident, be you. And before we get up out of here, as always, be safe. That was good.
Yes, it was.
That was fun.
And I wasn't nervous, so that's good.
Oh, man. I would hope you weren't nervous. Don't be nervous, please.
No, I wasn't nervous. I was good.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Man, because people be telling, oh, man, when you going to have some females on there, man.